Good morning, Crossroads South, and happy Thursday. These are going to be quick announcements today because I don't have a ton to say, but I do want to talk to you about a few things. So today is Wednesday, November 12th. It's an A day today. Just a few things that I want to share. I want to thank our student council for the snack carts. We're going to get that up and moving, so keep that in mind if you're interested in a snack, and also early release days and things like that. I wanted to bring to your attention something else. In our school, we have these little stations here, Respect Our School, and we have these brooms that I bought for every hallway. And I've been walking around the school and noticing that things are just on the floor. There's papers. If you need to, if you're sitting at some of these cafe tables, feel free to pick it up and sweep it up. There's garbage cans there. We can just do that. So you are invited to do that because that's all part of taking care of our school. Another thing that I wanted to talk to you about this morning, I'm feeling a little frustrated. And I want to share that with you. I'm a little frustrated because I feel a little like a broken record. And what do I mean by that? When you probably don't even know what a record is. But when I talk about a record, it was something that, well, you do know what vinyls are. I've seen them in Target. A vinyl. And if the record, there goes the bell. If the record was broken, it would just go around and around on the same groove on that vinyl again and again and again, and it would just repeat. Now, why do I feel like a broken record? Because I feel like I'm repeating the same things again and again and again. And I would venture to guess that venture to say that if I asked you to guess, what is Miss Capes going to talk about on the morning announcements today? How many of you, raise your hand, would say Genesis, checking Genesis and talking about our grades? Yep, that's one of them. How many of you would also say that I pretty much every morning announcement talk about kind words and not cursing, our language towards each other? Yeah, that's the second one. So I feel like I'm stuck in that groove. And why do I feel stuck? Because I don't see a lot of change. You know, I mentioned Genesis and I'm talking about grades, but yet I went in and did a grade check yesterday and there's still people with 10 zeros. And I'm just wondering what it's going to take to help move those people out of that groove and to get people on the right track. Understanding that school, we are here for learning. School is about learning and we have fun at the same time. And we can only have fun and do all those great things if we're attending to what our primary job is here, which is to learn and to grow and be the best that you can be to set you up for whatever you want to do in life. So just keep that in mind. I'm feeling a little like a broken record, and I'm really hoping that the people that understand that need to make some shifts and adjustments use the time that we have. And for those of you who maybe were stuck a little bit in 6th grade and now in 7th and 8th grade, you're doing a fantastic job. I had a conversation with a student yesterday who's an 8th grader who is doing unbelievably well. So proud of that student. I'm curious, if you're one of those students, what was it? What was the tipping point that made you say, you know what? I'm going to put my efforts in the right basket. I'm going to start getting my homework done. I'm going to start paying attention in class and get the work done there while the teacher's there to help me. I'm curious, what was the behavior change and the mindset change for you? If you could send me an email with that, I will be happy to feature your advice to our whole school on the morning announcements, because I think that would help students helping students to understand what it takes to get yourself into that academic mindset here at Crossroads South. All right. As for the language, you know, there's some students that are amazing kids, but when I'm not around, the language coming out is inappropriate. So you have to really think you're representing yourself, whether I'm there, your parents are there, your grandparents are there, your neighbors are there. You're representing yourself wherever you go. So if the language coming out of your mouth is not good, that's how people are going to see you. So let's fix it. Let's have some self-control. All right, folks, as a reminder, I don't know if I mentioned this yet, tomorrow is an early release day. We have professional development that's happening in the afternoon. Your teachers do a lot of hard work every day. You know, I think sometimes people in corporate America, they get up and they do a presentation maybe once every couple weeks. Your teachers are presenting every day. And every night they go home and prepare for these presentations, which are their lessons to you. So tomorrow, when we have an early release day, they're learning and growing and doing hard work to get their presentations for you even better each and every time. So we're very, very proud of them for that. And that tomorrow is why we have an early release day, so that our teachers and our staff can do learning as well. All right, folks, that concludes my morning announcements. Don't forget, if you have some good advice for our students, please share it with me. I'll be happy to feature you here. All right, folks, please stand for the salute to our flag. Here we go. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. You may be seated. Have an awesome day, Crossroads.